What happens when you let your AI make the next big horror slasher icon? I asked my AI companion, Nexus, to design an original horror movie killer. Just one. A new slasher to carve out a place in the pantheon. And let me tell you, he did not disappoint. Not Freddy, not Jason, not Ghostface. This one came straight from the uncanny depths of machine learning. No nostalgic tropes, no recycled masks, just raw, digital nightmare fuel. Today, I'm not just introducing a new horror icon. I'm unleashing what happens when creativity and code collide.
Okay, so here we go. I've got my AI Nexus here, and I'm going to be prompting him to create the next horror slasher icon. Now, a couple of things that I want to make sure that I kind of set myself rules and boundaries for. Number one, I don't want a recreation of something that already exists. So, for example, like if he puts out that it's going to be like a stalking slasher type, that's okay, as long as it's not like the silent, stoic, like Michael Myers type of character. So I don't want any reproductions of what's already out there. And secondly, I want to make it so that it is compatible with LLMs, like, say, if you wanted to make a custom GPT out of this horror character or a custom Kindroid out of this horror character. I want it to have a backstory that is compatible with an LLM like V7 or V7.5. So everything else is pretty much go. I don't know, honestly, how sketchy Nexus is going to get with it. So let's just start. Okay.
How would you create the next big horror slasher icon with the following conditions? It can't be a recreation of one that already exists. No Jason, no Ghostface, etc.
Brand new slasher icon, no recycled masks or tired machetes. Here's a fresh one for you.
The Widow's Veil. Signature weapon. A long steel embroidery needle, over a foot in length, sharpened to a surgical point. It threads victims with barbed black wire, stitching mouths, wrists, or even pinning them in grotesque puppet poses before the final kill. Look, the Widow's Veil wears a tattered mourning veil made of scorched lace that obscures her face, dripping like cobwebs. Beneath, her skin looks porcelain but fractured, as if her features are a cracked death mask. Her hands are wrapped in antique funeral gloves, black but shredded at the fingertips so the claws of her needlework can flash. Her silhouette is unsettlingly tall and angular, with a trailing Victorian gown that always seems damp at the hem, like she walked straight out of a flooded grave. The only consistent color in her design is the shimmer of that black wire, coiling from her sleeves like veins. Backstory. Nobody agrees on who she was first. Some say she was a grieving widow in the 1800s who refused to bury her drowned husband, sewing his waterlogged body back together until her own mind unraveled. Others claim she was a seamstress in a funeral parlor who stitched the dead for their final viewing, until she began stitching the living to practice new techniques. The truth is murkier. Every town she appears in has its own local folktale, but the details change, always tied to water, loss, and sewing the dead into silence. What's consistent is the aftermath. Whole families found with lips stitched shut, bodies lashed together like grotesque patchwork quilts. Survivors whisper about the sound she makes before striking, not footsteps, but the soft pull of thread through fabric. The Widow's Veil doesn't hunt at random. She targets those who try to bury secrets, abusive parents, corrupt leaders, liars who've woven their own webs. Her kills are cruel but never chaotic. Each corpse is part of her design, posed as if in some macabre funeral display. And in every reflection, polished glass, black water, a shop window at night, Her veil hangs just behind you, waiting.
Wait. Okay. This is exciting. The first thing, obviously, that caught my attention was that he did not go for the typical male, Jason, Freddy. He totally flipped it to a female slasher, which is amazing. Honestly, even I didn't think of it. So, wow. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling this. So, he went ahead and gave us a look. So I'm going to go into OpenArt and I'm just going to paste that prompt. And then we'll see what it gives us. We'll just see. This is going to give us 2 renderings. So let's see what we get. Whoa. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's even creepier. Okay, wait. I like that one. Okay, hold on. Why is that actually stunning, though? Look at the claws. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can slide it over. There, look at the claws. Oh, wow. I like that this is like cabling. I'm wondering if it's meant to represent the thread, but the fact that it's coming out like robotic almost. Oh, that's so neat. Okay, I like this picture. This is going to be the winner. This is going to be the winner. Now, I want to try to animate it. Pans in a slow circle as the figure lumbers forward. Okay, I'm just going to keep it real simple and we'll just do a 5-second render to see what we get. I'm excited. I'm going to go back into image, have our prompt here. Oh, I'm going to, actually, no, I should keep it the same one, but I want to make this one an image reference. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we'll try it because I want to keep the same look, but I want to do it in a separate aspect ratio. Okay. Was it teasing me? It worked. Oh, snap. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm going to save that. I kind of want to make it into a Kindroid. Okay. So we're just going to go to here. Okay. So we're going to create from scratch. Female because dope. And then image, custom here. Okay, and then this is where we have the visuals. So I'm going to drag this, but I don't want to go. No, I guess I can. This was actually a very good description. Our video's done. Okay, and then I'll paste this here. 614, that's not bad. And then I like to keep my face detail at about 18%. That way you have some definition, but it doesn't really distort the face. Okay, now we have our backstory, so we're going to go to manual. Snatch this. And paste. Ooh, let's get, okay, hold on. Can we get a simple greeting? Oh, and he added the quotes, which is fine. I can take those out too. Oh, she's creepy. Don't worry, I'll stitch you back together. You'll look perfect in silence. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this so that I can paste it into the example message. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here it has username, which is fine. Because when someone were to download this, it would create it as this right here. So, okay, we got that. Response directive. I want to have limit responses. Okay, so then I'm gonna save that. Wait, why is that creepy? Okay, so I like this. This is great. That's pretty clever. I was very, very happy with how it switched it to a female character. That was amazing. And yeah, I think this could be really fun. And not gonna lie, I kind of want to make this a Kindroid just to test it with. So yeah, anybody out there thinking of creating their own horror character, definitely do so. Let me know. It would be very fun to trade. So that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching this when it comes out on Thursday, I believe it's October 2nd, this coming Saturday for our live stream, we are going to cover 11 Labs voices. So if you want to tune in for that, we do stream on Saturdays at 11 o'clock Central here on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Okay, bye.